It's the JT Cho Show!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to another edition of the JT Show. I'm your host, JT. Today is the 15th of March. We missed Mario Day. You were probably thinking, wow, I didn't get my fix of the JT Show last week. My apologies, okay? I went on, let me lower the camera mid-shot. This is unprofessional. I went on family vacation to see my brother, his wife, and his kid. Very good, relaxing, quick time, lots of driving. The Upper Peninsula, 7.5 to 8 hours each way. It was a long drive. I drove today. I was like, I was on the highway. I was cruising. And I know what you're thinking. Thinking, JT, is that water? No, it's not. This is pop, okay? Capped off my vacation, which I did exercise on, and we're going to talk about exercising in a minute. But, man, what is on this table? Anyways, I got finished. I ran twice. Got to see my niece. Very energetic. Can't imagine being a parent. It's so much. It's just like, it's a living thing that you're required by the government to take care of. It's kind of terrifying. Just, man, I'm 30 years old, and I'm like, I'm free as a bird, all right? But one thing that I do want to jump right into is the exercise train. So, basically, I forgot to start my timer again. That's like one of my pet peeves for the show. Behind the scenes, look at JT show how it works. Usually I set a timer, so I can, look how long I've been going for the show. But, I'm rusty. Like I said, family vacation. My apologies. But let me tell you how the exercise is going. The beginning of March, that was a tough month, tough week. It was cold. I kept just giving myself excuses. Not today. My hip's sore. I don't feel good. Things of that nature. And then I kind of got off my ass one day and started jogging. And I haven't ran like a ton this month, but there was 3 days in a row where I just kept running 6 miles. I said, I'm sick of doing all these breaks. I'm sick of, it was actually right after the 69th episode of the JT Show. That's when I finally just kicked my ass into gear. I had 2 good runs in the Upper Peninsula. I only ran 4 miles one day, just over 4, and then I ran a quick 5K on the treadmill. Not a big fan of treadmills. That belt skip really kills me every time. But if you know what I'm talking about with the treadmill. But my running is about to take off. There was a wee setback. I left my shoes in the Upper Peninsula. So tomorrow I'm just, with that stimmy money, I'm just going to go buy a new pair of running shoes. I've been looking at running shoes. I'll, review the ones that I've had, and we'll talk about running shoes on the 71st episode of the JT Show. And man, we're after this episode, we're less than 30 to 100. And I know I said, hey, I'll do 100 and reevaluate my format. I like what I do right now. And I mean, if I get to 100, I'll probably still keep going. We might look at time differences, or if solo shows, if I should only do a half an hour. And then, when I have a guest on, I should do as long as we're having good conversation. I'm never trying to force a long show, and I know you guys got lots to listen to. Things that I listen to, like Two Bears, One Cave, that's about an hour and a half. Some Joe Rogan podcasts go for 4 hours, 5 hours. It takes me multiple car trips to watch it, to listen to it. But, I'm here putting work in the game. Still trying to be a stand-up comedian while having a podcast to talk about my failures of trying to be a stand-up comedian. While streaming, just getting my ugly mug out there with my gross ginger mustache, with my 5-day-old I haven't shaved, trimmed up beard. But I'm really about to start taking off and running, and what I mean by that is like 6 miles, 4 miles, 6 miles, 4 miles, and then by the end of that month, because I think April I'm gonna just try to do 6s and 4s, which isn't a bad schedule. But then the start of May, that's when I want to start doing my like 8s, 12s, 14s, my halves. Just go out and have 2 hours and just run slowly and just burn all those calories. So that's right around the corner, and I'm really proud for it. My goal is to get to 205. I'm gonna film some, my video game intros. I know everyone likes them, but I've got some special things planned for the spring into the summer. So that's gonna have to have some pressures on me though, because the thing that I want to film, I have to be less of a weight to do it, and not by much either. But I still want to be way under the weight, so it's not an issue at all. And you're probably wondering, what can't you do when you're fat? Well, there are certain things you can't do when you weigh too much, because you put weight limits on the things that you get supported by. So if you can piece those things together, drop a comment if you think I know, if you know what I'm talking about, what I'll be doing this summer. I'll give you one hint. There's a very rad movie in the 90s where the intro had a rock and roll guitar song, and they did this activity in the beginning of that movie. So with that hint, if you know what movie I'm talking about, drop a comment in the comments. LOL. By the way, I'm a Diet Coke guy when it comes to Diet Pop. It's pretty good. Not a sponsor. Rally's not a sponsor, but boy, did they make me a sloppy, and by sloppy I give it a compliment, but man, they made me a very good, okay, yeah, they did make me a sloppy milkshake, and I didn't even know they made milkshakes, so I was like, I'll take a small milkshake and a burger and fries. But I really didn't eat that much all day, and I was on the road I was driving 7.5 hours. I took off driving at 6:50, ended up getting to my crib about 2:20, 2:30, just cruising on down the highway, doing 75 most of the time per average. Crossed the Mackinac Bridge. If you've never driven on the Mackinac Bridge and you look it on a map and it looks like it's spelled Mackinac, well, it's actually pronounced Mackinac. So if you're calling it Mackinac, then you can just frig off, burb. Courtesy of Trailer Park Boys. But yeah, it's a transcontinental bridge. I'm gonna Google that because I'm a Michigander, and if I get this wrong, then I'm an idiot. Bridge is the Mackinac. Fuck. He was wrong. It's a suspension bridge. Man, I'm stupid. So since I disgraced Michigan, I am gonna read you off some Mackinac Bridge, like little things about it. Facts. Yeah, fun facts. I will say, without looking at it, every year they paint it green, and by the time that they're done painting it, they have to just start all over again because of like wear and tear. So they're painting, like, I think they might take a break in the winter, but they're literally painting year round, nonstop. The Mackinac Bridge is the 5th longest suspension bridge in the world. Its main span is the 19th longest in the world. The bridge opened to traffic, let's see, on November 1st, 1957. Its total length is 5 miles over 26,372 feet. America. The main towers are 552 feet above the water. The roadway is 199 feet above the water. The cables weigh 11,840 tons. The total bridge weight is 1,024 1,024,500 tons. That weight includes 931,000 tons of concrete. It has 4,851,700 steel rivets, 1,016,600 steel bolts. 4,000 engineer drawings were done for the bridge. There were 85 blueprints. Man, this list goes on and on. 5 men died during the construction. 1 man died in a driving accident. 1 man fell into a CIASSON while welding. 1 man fell in the water and drowned. Man, dude, these are gruesome. The width of the bridge is 54 feet. Yeah, that's enough. Oh, and it cost 99.8 million to construct. That's pretty cool. Yeah, those are some fun facts. Brought to you by the Freep. Thanks, Freep. But yeah, I should have known that. A little tired, road hungover. But history. The Edmund Fitzgerald. The Great Lakes, by the way, why do you need such a big bridge? Well, we got the Great Lakes, and there's a song called the Edmund Fitzgerald something, and it's about it sinking in the waters because the waves are too high, and it sank like this huge freighter, and they sang songs about it, and they taught it to elementary school kids, and they thought that was a good idea, and I really never understood that. But yeah, there's a lot of history here. It's been around for a while. It's an average state to live in. I live here mostly because of family for now, but if the career takes off, I really want to move to where it's hip hop happening. Wow, did he just say that? I'm going to stop listening to the show forever. What else is coming up? March Madness, that's what's coming up. Starts Friday. I think the play-in games might start on Thursday. Don't quote me on that, but I am doing a special JT Show bracket on Yahoo. Not a sponsor. I'm going to drop that in the comments below. So if you're a listener of the JT Show, fill out a bracket, and I'll announce the winner live here on air. Maybe, you can shoot me a message and, get some shout outs going or something. We can figure something out, but even if you don't watch the show and you think you're right, fill out a bracket. The link will be in the description on the podcast host website, and it'll also be available at my Twitter at JT of Jville, and you'll also find it under the comment section on YouTube. If you're wondering how can I get to his YouTube page because he's not official and he's not famous and he's not funny, that's easy. Go to jtofjville.com. That's jtofjville.com. And you'll find the links to my YouTube. My Twitch is twitch.tv/jtofjville. I'll definitely be twitching tonight. So if you're like, one of them crazy loyal fans and you're like, holy shit, he just dropped the podcast, got to listen to it. Oh man, he announced that he's going to be streaming tonight. I got to listen to it. Well, man, I hope you have a t-shirt. Things to come, a little reminder, the 100th episode, we're going to be doing mugs. So I'm going to do mugs will be cheap. Again, I'm not making profit. I'm not going to charge like hundreds of dollars for these mugs. I understand that, certain websites and local brands and merch sites are like they'll be like $27 for the mug. I want to just like cost, okay? Cost and shipping, okay? Realistically, I could do it through the same website where you can pay the shipping yourself, or just charge everybody a flat rate shipping fee of like, $3 to ship a mug, but we'll definitely figure it out for sure. What's up? But yeah, that's definitely coming up. Let's talk a little bit of anime. So I was, everyone went to sleep one night, and I got a suggestion to watch the movie One Piece, which came out in 2019. Let me tell you what it's called. I'm saying a lot today. I'm very distracted. Stampede. Sorry, my roommate came out and he's like, "Oh, I understand." He's like, "I understand you're doing your podcast." I kind of do it in his kitchen area, and he was, he's grabbing a drink, and I was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Man, he must think I'm fucking weird," which I am because I'm talking into a mic for a show that like 10 people listen to. But man, dude, this is so much fun. I have to say it. Anyways, so this movie called Stampede. It's a One Piece movie. I rented it, and God, I've seen the whole series in dubs. Okay, not dubs. That's incorrect. Subtitles. Original voice actors, very good. One Piece, very good subtitle reads. Very good show. I appreciate the flow of the show, but the only way you could rent it was in dubbed, which means American voices, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I mean, I know that Netflix has like that in English, and when I'm really tired and just want something to fall asleep to, I do watch it because I know what happens. Um, but curses, I don't want to ever watch it ever again in English, like for something I've never seen before. So I decided to just spend $20 on Amazon, and I bought the movie. So when that comes in, I'm gonna definitely watch that in the subtitle version. Um, Sorry, very distracted right now. I apologize. Lots of people are hitting me up. I'm home. They're like, "Oh, video games and stuff like that," but I have to be like podcast. I don't want to ignore them because I told them when I was going to be on, and they know I'm alive. And I hate feeling like such a bad friend, but right now I'm being a bad friend to you guys, so I apologize. But man, what a busy week for me. I'll tell you, I got Earl birthday stuff to do. So we'll have to say shout out to Duke. You can hit him up on Twitter. I look up. You'll see him if you look through my feed. You'll definitely see him. Or on the 19th, you'll see me post happy birthday. Just retweet it for him, or send Earl some love for that. Also Thursday, I'm getting fitted for clubs, so I'm really excited for that. It's busy work. It's the middle of March, and I still have a ton of these puzzle pieces to put in together to see if I have the winning puzzle. I don't know if it's been discovered or not, or how much money this could be worth, but I'm about to spend, I'm going to say, 6 hours a day to complete this puzzle. So Wednesday, I very well could spend 6 hours on this. Thursday, I'm a little bit busier, but then starting like Monday and Tuesday, I'll do another like 10 hours. This has to get done within the next couple of weeks because I have a very, very busy summer coming up. Lots of housework, lots of repairs. And, why are you like, hey, man, why are you telling me all this personal stuff? I don't care about your chores. Well, I kind of want to like film these occasions and then like, upload little videos, just like live vlogs of my life, or just videos on the internet. One of the biggest compliments I ever got was from somebody on Twitch, and they said, "Hey, how does it feel to be a creator?" And I was like, "Holy fuck, dude! Like, what a fucking compliment, So like, I do, but I do fuck with making stuff like this. So I definitely want to do like a cooking thing, like not like a super long live video. And realistically, like, uh, realistically, if I can figure it out, I might start like Twitch cooking because I know they added that, but I'd really want like a good setup for that. So that might be like way on down the line to where I have like extra cash to like put like a really good gaming laptop in the kitchen and then set up like a couple webcams too, like an overhead cam so you can see like the mixing and stuff. But I definitely want to make a cooking show, like not even like a real like 5 minutes, like boom, 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 boom. Here it comes out, important parts. Um, we'll figure that out. But and then another thing, I might do quick montages or like when people record something for the whole day and then they just quickly montage through it. Or montage is the wrong word. They're not getting stronger, but they quickly like fast forward through it. Things like that. So we're gonna do some experimentations with those. try to get more content out there. When I have really good games in Apex, I like to cut those down to 5 minutes and upload them to YouTube. So if you guys like those clips, let me know, please, because I do enjoy doing them. Yeah. What else? Oh, yeah. Another announcement that we have today. If you've ever watched my other show, The Picks, which you can find on Instagram, type in The Picks001 for the handle. If you go to YouTube, to this YouTube page, you'll see The Picks. It's their own category. We're going to be doing a live Twitch thing on my Twitch. That's twitch.tv/JTofJville. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a live broadcast while watching the first round of the NFL draft. Now, to be clear, you're not going to be able to be seeing the NFL draft. So if you think like, oh, I'm going to tune in to watch the draft. No, we can't broadcast the draft. We're going to be watching the draft ourselves and then discussing the picks live. So hopefully I can, get off my ass. I'm going to tell my co-host as well to, maybe prep a little bit. They don't have to prep for every team, but if you really think a team needs somebody, or you really heard something from here, or you think this for your team, we're going to talk about that. We're not going to just blah, 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 rabble, 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 but we're going to just, have a good open discussion and be like, oh my God, I can't believe Green Bay drafted another quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is going to win another MVP. By the way, Green Bay Packers update, if you haven't heard, Aaron Jones signed a 4-year deal, so very happy for you, Aaron Jones. I bet you Aaron Rodgers is very happy as well. Let's see what we can do with free agency, and let's see what we can do with the draft. Not a quarterback. So there's that for sure. Pretty excited about that. Lots of rumors still dangling in the NFL. Will Russell Wilson leave the Seahawks? Will he be traded to the Bears for Khalil Mack? Will the Texans trade Watson to the Bears? Is Amari Cooper going to get traded to free up space? I don't know. There's lots of uncertainties right now. And you're just waiting for the free agency to tear open and everyone signing here and there and record deals and 1-year deals and teams maybe stacking. And it's exciting. I think that's why football, the following is so exciting because, I think it truly is the hardest. I think it's the hardest sport to repeat now, but that's tough. I would have to say that's either basketball. Yeah, I'd have to say that's either basketball or, well, because basketball, you can argue that LeBron James has made it 10 of the last 11 years. So if he would have just been a little bit better, or his team, whatever you want to call it, he could have won back-to-back. In more recent years. But yeah, I'd have to say it's football now because players, the NFL is turning more into the NBA these days and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying players are I don't want to play with this garbage team, just get rid of me, and I don't care about my deal, and they need to in my personal opinion, you need to work something into your contracts. If both parties aren't happy, cut them, and they get, if you want to be released before this date, you're not guaranteed your money. I think they start working those into the contract. Sign a record $7 million or whatever deal, and then if that player doesn't want to play that year, you just cut him and he doesn't make that money anymore. Because that's why Deshaun Watson, he's pretty much willing to sit the bench right now and not play any football and lose money just because he doesn't want to play for the team. And that's wild, but some people just really don't want to play for that team anymore. So there needs to be something done in the NFL where players can get written to their contracts. And I know $7 million, that's not a lot of money, but when they sign $47 million over 2 years, or like 3 years, and after the first year, like if you're unhappy, like I know that's called like a player option, but they're still like guaranteed some money. So I think NFL contracts need to be reworked. Uh, we very well could be seeing a lockout soon too, like because I mean the 17 game season. I'm not sure how the players really feel about it yet, but we'll figure it out. I mean, I hate saying the word lockdown, hasn't been done in a while, but you could kind of get the feeling that it might be heading from right around the corner. Uh, who knows? I don't. Speculation. That was a Chris Collinsworth take. That was just aggressive, real loud, right up in your face. Yeah, but we're definitely going to be getting back to having more guests on the JT Show. Um, I've just been busy. I'll be at, I have a gig coming up, and I've been still trying to email other places, but in April, I'll be at Wiley's Comedy Club. That's exciting. It's on, let me get the date for you. I should remember these dates, it should be like burning into my forehead, but April 25th, Wiley's Comedy Club in Ohio on Sunday. If you want to know the times, just, shoot me a comment, but I'll be just doing a quick little Sunday show, so it's nothing huge, but I'll definitely talk about that way after. That'll be down the road, but hey, we're in the 70s now for the JT Show. Pretty happy about that. Lots more to come, lots of guests to come. I'm going to be Twitching tonight, so if you want to catch me on the Twitch, it's twitch.tv/JTAJville. Just, hit me up, drop some comments, let me know if you listen to it, to, the podcast, and tell me on Twitch, and tell me things that you want to hear, and things of that nature, and yeah, so that's the JT Show. I'm your host, JT. I hope you have a wonderful week this week. Hopefully it warms up for everybody, and once I start logging these miles, I'm going to let you know weekly updates, how many miles I ran since last time, or how many miles that I'm up to, because I am going to 1,000. So the next show, you're going to hear, that's not even 100. I will make it to 1,000. So, JT Show. I'm your host, JT. Signing out, Captain Song.